Thank you for listening to another episode of the Upstate Golf Guys Podcast, where 518 golfs the Cape. We hope you enjoy. We are back in T-Money Studios. The National League still cannot win an all-star game. The president almost got assassinated, future president anyways. But we have a podcast to run. We have RGB back in the studio to my left. What is up, kiddo?
What's up, man? Nice of you to mention me.
Yeah, I forgot about last podcast. I know. I felt bad, And
talking conspiracies, and the guy don't even mention me.
And we have my man to the right.
Yo.
My co-host that never misses a beat. Mikey, what up, kid?
I miss beats, believe me.
Yeah, he does. He misses a few.
Yeah, buddy.
So how was the day today out there on the golf course, Raj? What happened to you out there, buddy? You have a little story.
Yeah, man. The Mother Nature didn't cooperate today. I was out there. I was playing really. So Fairway Mike hasn't been playing this week. He's taking a couple days off. Got some stuff going on. So I've been kind of going. I went out Monday by myself, got 9 holes in, played with 2 high school kids. I was interested. There was the one kid's third time out. So I played like a 3-hour 9. Good kid. So it was a good time, but it was a slow round. And then today I go out and I'm playing lights out, playing with some randoms, couple guys I know from the course, but don't like ever really play with them. And I'm, what am I? I'm +1 going into 6. And it starts torrential downpour. And like the course has been holding water great, like the drainage and everything else. Dude, it rained straight for a good like 45 minutes. There was a huge puddle on. There was a lake on 6. There was a lake on North Lake pretty much. So we had they closed the course on us today, and unfortunately I'll never know if today was the day.
You're heading for an even front 9. I mean, because you're almost through the gauntlet. So, geez. That's tough.
Hardest part of the course, man.
That's tough. That almost reminds me of the time that I was like +2 through 7, and my wife had to get rushed to the hospital because she sliced her hand open on a wine glass doing dishes. So I don't know if Mikey remembers that one.
Wine glasses, bro.
We'll never.
I broke a bunch of them washing them bad boys.
Put your hand in there. Poop.
Yeah, it just popped, and I went to the bone. And you know what? For the good husband that I am, like I always say,
good husband,
family first, golf second.
Guy's looking for props for taking his old lady to the fucking emergency room.
Dude, I was +2 through 7.
Hanging out of her hand.
No, she knows how much I love golf, and I definitely took one for the team there for sure. But Raj, we have a awesome guest tonight that I am really looking forward to talking to. She's huge in the golf world, and you're familiar with her, buddy.
Especially in the social media side of things. She's been on the she's been
taking
on the
care of business.
Holey Moley show.
Yep.
You see her a lot with the Golfer Girl games. If you guys follow like YouTube, I know me and my daughter watch it because it's something like I can watch with my daughter that it's like clean. I don't have to worry about him cursing. I don't have to worry about any of that kind of thing because she's only 6 years old.
Yeah.
She's seeing girls play golf opposed to like just watching boys play sports. So it's something that she can relate to, which is really cool.
Yeah. Mei Brennan. Really excited to have her on, kind of pick her brain how she works with the social media world and how she monetizes, because I know she like makes some pretty good money. She has just under 400,000 followers, so she's huge in the social media world, like you said.
And she works with like a lot of the big brands, the ones that like the types of ones we dream of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, TaylorMade, the big names. I don't know if necessarily TaylorMade, but the bigger
Yeah,
brands.
no, I totally get it. Yeah, I'm excited to chat with her a little bit about Holey Moley, a little bit about her recent match that she had with Carol and Daniel from Short Game King. They did the match, and I'm really looking forward to just chatting. We have a little fun trivia game we're gonna do. Hopefully, she has the time to get into.
Yes.
It'll be a lot of fun. Mikey, how's your day going over there, brother? You're awfully quiet.
Work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know
it's been a long week.
You came home, you stuffed your face, and you got this
I was stuffing
studio.
my face when Roger came out.
I was like, yo, where'd he go? You all right?
You got this studio. You got the studio all organized. I'm a
Yeah.
little confused and discombobulated in here, but I like it.
So
Changed
good.
up.
I
Yeah,
like
man.
it.
Got a
It's
couch for you guys to sit on instead of a fucking aluminum chair.
Hey,
No,
man.
it is. It's nice, man. It's cozy.
Hey,
I love it,
man.
buddy. I love it, man.
Yo, I got to bring something up. You guys played in the pitch putt putt this past weekend.
Yeah.
Something happened though this weekend at the pitch putt puff. It was like a Make-A-Wish gift was given to my man Bob this week. Yo, Mikey, you literally made the dude's day, man. With the
He almost started crying
with the putter.
That's
He was
awesome,
so
dude.
happy. He's
That's
like, yo, I
awesome.
got a new putter, man. I was like, we talked about it on the podcast. He's like, dude, I was burying putts from like 10, 15 putts I would normally miss.
He
I was making.
too. He
Yeah.
was too.
Big difference for him.
It's a nice putter. It's gonna work out for him.
Yeah, when you came over and
I like giving the give me downs to the hand me downs, the to people that appreciate it.
Yeah.
And Bubs.
well,
definitely.
you could see in his like I said, he almost started crying when he came over and he was kind of joking. He's like, I want to get in on the Lombardi, and you're like, here you go, and he's like, what? He's like, huh? Yeah, that was dope, man. That was awesome. That was a good round, man. That was a fun day out there. The weather was perfect, a little hot, but you
The
can't complain
group,
about.
I think I was saying it to JR, we were like probably halfway through, and I was like, yo, this might be the best I've ever done with like the pairings, like the way everybody, because you don't know like Parisi and Kev, so you got to play with some different guys from the pitch putt and puff. You got to get out there with your son and Kurt and Fairway, which is always entertaining playing with Fairway. And then I had the guys from the Helium Collective out there. It was kind of me and Jay. We're hanging with them and just shooting the shit, getting to know those guys a little bit more. We've had them on the podcast before, so it's cool to get out on the course with them.
How'd they play?
A tough time. I was just gonna say they had a tough time at Fair Park. Huh?
It was funny because the one kid, Lucas, he was like, yeah, I'm like I shoot like a 110, 105, 110. I'm like, all right, yo, he gets off to the first couple holes and he's like, bogey, par. I'm like, bro, you shoot what? And like, yeah, he looked like a country club type kid. He's got the nice swing, he's dressed nice, all this. And then Evan's like, yeah, I shoot like, high 80s, low 90s. Evan was struggling at first, getting off the tee, but then it was a little wet out too when we first went out. So as the sun came out, it dried up and the greens got a little bit faster. The tempo of the greens and the undulation of those greens at Fair Park, like it wasn't what they were used to, and it was he 3 or 4 putted like 4 or 5 holes.
I heard him when he came in. He said he had a hard time.
Yeah,
but
I felt bad, but you can tell they have potential to be like they fit in perfect with us every Sunday for sure.
Yeah. I got to bring something back up. Did you guys watch the home run derby?
No, I watched.
Well, did you
vaguely?
Did you see? Well, I shouldn't even say did you watch the home run derby. Did you guys see the national anthem of the home run derby?
Did see the national
dude
anthem.
it was
wasted.
so bad.
I
she
didn't.
checked herself into rehab.
Hey, man.
I didn't, but I seen the highlights, like a couple. I can't say the highlights, low lights, and yeah.
Oh my god!
It was definitely they put it right up there with Roseanne Barr.
Oh, it was terrible.
bad,
it was. I mean, I was watching it and I was like ready to watch.
Here's the
some
question:
home
who
run
does
derby.
better, her or Biden? Though singing it.
Oh, I give it to her. I give it to
Biden
her.
would struggle through it.
I'll give it to her. I give it
Biden
to her.
wouldn't know what he's doing.
Yeah, at least she said the words correctly.
Where's the prompter? Where's the prompter?
He'd start singing Yankee Doodle or something.
But yeah, dude, I
Yeah,
can't.
swimming in the
Mikey,
pool.
National League still cannot win a damn All-Star game. When was the last time? The Kurz. When was the last time? Do you think?
It's not like the American League has an advantage anymore because it's both the same
DH is gone,
fucking
yeah.
thing.
Yeah, no, I know. I just don't
Like,
understand.
Before we used to have an advantage because we would play in our park and you'd have to play the National League style rules.
Yeah,
So the pitcher would have to
But-
hit. And you go
right.
to some players.
But
yeah.
now it's just even, smacked up even.
When
We still
Ohtani hit
can't do nothing.
Ohtani hit the 3-run shot, I was like, okay, here we go. Like we broke the ice.
Pitching.
We just
Pitching,
Dude,
bro.
I haven't watched baseball since Derek Jeter retired.
This
I'm
guy.
not even
This guy.
kidding. I'm not even kidding you.
Mikey and I are
What
still waiting
other
for ours.
what do you watch though? What
Just
sport?
honestly, like sports wise, like I'll watch the NBA when it gets to like playoffs, like I don't know, conference finals, like really start watching it. I'll watch a little bit of March Madness if the Hurricanes are doing good, but I'm a Saturday afternoon college football guy. That's been me for like the past 10 years. Tomorrow for whenever, well, just came out this past Friday. When you listen to this, the college football game's coming back out for the first time in 10 years. Dude,
EA Sports.
Yeah. So, but now they can use the name, image, and likeness of all the players. So the players are making money off it, everything else. So now, like, I told my wife, I was like, I'm not playing golf this weekend. She's like, what do you mean? I was like, I'm playing college football all weekend. She's like, oh boy, here we go. So she already knows between podcasting, golf, and the video game coming out, I'm not going to be around much.
Yep.
Oh boy.
See you later.
Oh boy. The only video game I'm going to be playing this weekend is VR golf at the ranch. We have 3 VR sets coming, Mikey.
Really?
Yeah. Brad's bringing his. Maddie's bringing his.
One of them's going to come up missing at the end of the night.
No.
Middle of the night.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe end up in the lake or something.
Yeah, someone's going to be using it.
Oh, you sicko. I see where you're going with that. But no, I guess we could link up all of us to play rounds, Mike. We could like play all 3 of us at the same place and link up and play the same course.
Right.
So we'll be all in the living
Anthony
room
will
of
have
this
one by next
Airbnb.
week. By the
I'll
time you
take
guys
that.
get back from the trip, he'll have one ordered and be Amazon shipped to his house by Monday morning.
Yeah.
Over under.
I probably
You
will
better
be.
order 2 then.
Mikey needs one
Put
as well.
it on the Upstate Golf Guys credit
Tab
card.
on
Yeah, just run it up there. Add it to it.
No, but speaking of the VR sets, I don't know if you heard us joking around about it when Brad had his on a couple weeks ago. But those things are, dude, they're crazy. Have you
They're
ever
awesome.
have you ever used one?
Yeah, I used it. I was on that. I was on with you guys. I was just on.
remember that?
Streaming.
Oh, that's right. You were on streamer.
YouTube.
He was on streamer.
Yeah.
That's right.
He,
I forgot
he
was on the
really
other.
wasn't a giraffe.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I know I look like the dude from Power Rangers talking back to me on the screen, but
Oh my goodness. Oh geez, I always get
what
my
was
butt
that
busted
dude's
about
name on
that.
Power Rangers?
It's too
Zotar or
funny,
some
too
shit.
funny. But listen, I don't want to go too long with this intro.
No, hold on, though. You guys,
Listen,
the ranch isn't just a regular
whoa.
tournament.
No, oh, that's right. He's trying to give me a
See?
layup here. He's trying to give me a layup.
See, man, let me help you help here, man.
Listen, this weekend's the
Let
big
him
weekend.
help you help the podcast.
Let me
this-
give you some ingredients.
This weekend is a big tournament for the Golf Week Amateur Tour, which I sponsor the tour, and they also sponsor the podcast, so we work together. But they're a nationwide tour, and as soon as I joined the team, Adam made the biggest tournament of the season, a 2-day major. He named it the Upstate Golf Guys Podcast Major. So it's pretty cool. We're doing a pretty big thing. We're giving 2 huge giveaways. Each giveaway is worth over like $300, and some closest to the pin giveaways for each day. So people are in for a treat this weekend. Plus, it's like one of the nicest courses I've ever played.
Yeah,
Like it's so sick.
it's one of top 3.
Yeah.
I'd say.
And we're staying on a lake, dude. And we're staying on a lake that has a hot tub. And I mean,
We got a hot tub in our place.
no, it's right on the deck overlooking the lake, dude.
all
It's
right.
gonna be sick. I'll be soaking in that after a round on Saturday, ready to go
Okay.
win it on Sunday.
Get your man butter all in there.
You're in what's grounds? Is he a C flake?
He's
guy?
in D. I'm in C. Yeah, we're
Okay.
playing together though again, Mikey, with some other C flight guy.
I like
So
some.
it should be fun.
Nice.
It should be
I
fun.
like Scrounge's odds in the D flight. He's been playing.
I do
pretty
too.
well.
For a 2-day, especially when he sees a course one time,
Yep.
he's gonna come out firing.
Close out.
Yeah, I think so. I agree.
Put that right up.
I agree. But yeah, I just wanted to get May introduced. I'm going to send her over the link and we'll get her on and we'll be talking a lot of golf. We're going to be talking open. We'll be talking this little trivia we have, and we're going to have some fun.
Make it happen.
All right, brother.
I don't think the head stuff started yet. I think we're all right.
are back after that short intermission with Mei. What is going on, Mei?
Hello. Good. I'm great. I'm hanging
Awesome.
out.
Awesome. How are you doing this evening? I'm glad you took the time to come on. I know you're very busy, always out there on the golf course making that golf content.
Not busy today. It's kind of getting a little too hot, so I only try to get like the early morning tee times or like golden hour, but right now we're good.
Nice. How many days a week do you normally like to golf?
I probably golf about 3 to 4 times a week. I don't practice though. I like don't go to the range at all. I might practice like putting and chipping, but I like to play.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And you played, it was at the time, it was D2 college golf, correct? But now it's D1. So you're a collegiate golfer. Tell me a little bit about that, in college golf back in the day. Was it like an everyday practice? Were you working in the off season? Tell me a little bit about college golf.
It was definitely a grind from like workouts and everything to, the practice, and then you're traveling all the time for the tournaments. Yeah, we practice like 5-6 hours a day kind of thing. And I don't know, college was rough for me. Like I realized that I'm not a team player. I don't like the team aspect of it. Where, yeah, I don't know.
Golf's the perfect sport for that, though.
Well,
Absolutely.
Yeah. But college, like team, high school, college, they try to make it into a team sport, and it really isn't. I'm also not that competitive either. So I only played for 3 years. And I'm very glad I did because I don't know, the competing side just wasn't for me.
Gotcha. Now, you were born in Tokyo. When did you come over to the States? You were a very young age.
Yeah, I was born and raised in Tokyo. My dad was in the U.S. Navy. He was stationed there, met my mom and everything. I moved to the States when I was 8 years old. Navy brat, so I moved around a lot, mostly like on the West Coast. But now I'm in Utah.
I love the voiceover. I love the voiceovers you do. The Japanese Play a Hole with Me. They're awesome. They're really cool. But
I
yeah,
just visited Japan like a month ago, and I thought I would forget the language because it had been so long, but I picked it up really quick. And I wanted, with content, I was like, I want to be a little different from everybody. And yeah, I started doing those Japanese videos, and it's been really fun.
Awesome. Now you are just shy of 400,000 followers on Instagram. I mean, I'm struggling to get to 2,000 right now.
Same, bro.
I mean, you're a little better looking than me. I know you have that going for you, but man, oh man, that's awesome. And you monetize on your social media, correct? I mean, that's really where you make your living.
Yeah, I quit my full-time job about 2.5 years ago to do this full time. And it's been great ever since. I tell people I'm retired because I just golf and travel for a living,
That's amazing. I mean, what better life is that? That's really, it would be a dream come true for me doing this. Like I always see Bobby Fairways from Bob Does Sports and those guys and see the life they live, traveling, playing awesome events, going to events, just living the life. I mean, I work hard. I work 50, 60 hours a week. Mikey builds pools for a living. This guy to my right, he's in his 50s, and this poor guy is still grinding. And we're jealous of you all. I have to admit. The one thing that we all love is golf, and if we could do something, this is the furthest. I get some free golf clubs for this. I get some free golf shoes with this podcast. I have an outfit every Sunday of the week with this podcast. But I'm not getting paid like you guys. It would be awesome.
I would love to walk into my job and say I quit. I'm going to go play golf every day and make content and get paid for it. That would just be an awesome feeling to be able to do that.
Right.
Now, I got a question for you. How much golf do you play without getting content? Do you just go out and play around?
I actually do play more golf than the content, I think, but I split it up. So when I go out and play, I don't take content at all. Like I might take like a selfie for my story, but I don't make a video.
Right.
But I go out like after the last tee time is when I make my content, and I'll ask the course. I'm like, can I go shoot a few videos? And then I have like 10 different outfits and just shoot all that in one day. is what I do. So yeah, I hate shooting content while playing golf.
Gotcha. Now I have to ask, what kind of I know you guys have like a videographer, around the greens, but Mikey and I always have a problem with the car cams because it's always shaking, or it's always the car cams you guys use when like you guys are talking. I know you're mic'd up. Do you just use GoPros for that? It's not a phone, or is it just on the perfect holder? You have you got to give me the info on that, because it's always like when we do a car cam and we're driving, it's always like shaky and it just doesn't come out good. So I never use it.
Yes, GoPro is the way to go.
Okay.
And then they have the suction cup thing that you put on the golf cart window.
Okay.
And yeah,
Okay.
There you
easy.
go.
Awesome.
Invest.
Now I know Roger picked your brain a little bit about Holey Moley, but you have to tell me a little bit about your experience there. I actually had no idea. I was doing a little research on you, and I saw that you were on that show, and then I went and saw the video.
He texted me the other day. He goes, Rod, did you know she was on Holey Moley? I'm like, yeah, man, we talked about it.
I'm sorry. I must have missed that part on your podcast. I listen to most of your podcasts. I really do, Raj. I promise. But no, it was that shot that you had, that hole in one. Holy crap, man! What a shot! And then the face on Rob Riggle's face was just great. That was freaking awesome.
The funny thing about that, so for all the other holes that I played, you had some time to practice on it. Everybody had like 10 minutes to hit a few putts. But with that hole, nobody got to do it because they were still setting it up. So that was my very first putt on that hole, and I actually could not see the ball. So I did not know that I got a hole in one, and everybody's yelling, and like the director's like, be more excited, like you just got a hole in one.
And then your competitor, the person, she almost did the same thing. She hit it in the same shoot, but she just missed it. So I was like, oh my God. I was like, that's a really tough shot to hit. I mean, that's kudos to you on that. Now, what was the prize for that? I never really watched the show. I'm sorry, but what did you win for that?
I just got a golden putter and a green jacket, and then I got to go to the finale to try to win $250,000, and in the finale I lost.
Gotcha.
I went into the water. But okay, for the finale, I saw Zac Efron right before I hit my putt, and I like freaked out.
Lost concentration. Lost all concentration. Okay. Did you get to talk to Rob Riggle at all? Like, did you get to bullshit with him at all?
No, he was just like in his own booth. I saw him and like I did my little wave. But
man, okay. All right, he's one of my
Hollywood
favorite comedians. Yeah, absolutely. He don't want to be bothered by you guys. He's like 400,000 followers on Instagram. I got like 3 million. Who are you?
I know.
So, all right. You had a golf match with a Utah Jazz Bear. You were the first match on Tequila at the Turn with another couple of my favorite people, Carol and Daniel, Short Game King. Tell me a little bit about that match with those guys.
The Jazz Bear, first of all, he's actually a really good player. One of my friends just connected us together, and he loves golf. So I was like, let's do a match. And he's actually really good. He practices with his whole suit and stuff. He's great. And then Carol and Daniel, they're hilarious. First of all, like their channel, like they're killing it.
I love it.
Yeah. Daniel, it was my first time meeting Daniel, but Carol I've known for about 3 years. She's one of my favorite people in the industry, but yeah, they're just a good time, honestly. They like bicker, like they're not like friendly bickering. Sometimes it gets pretty intense, and I'm like, oh shoot,
I see it. And she's hardcore. She's like, she don't take no shit. She I could see it. And then you played with your partner was Big Mo. I love him too.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a stick for a big guy. He could absolutely smash it. He's really good. Who ended up winning that match? I was watching it today, and I believe they were up 1 like through, I don't know, 5 or 6.
Yeah, that was an embarrassing match. They won, and then we did a rematch, and me and Mo won.
Okay, all right. Yeah, because I know Daniel was complaining at the beginning. He was like, "Wait, you played D1 golf or whatever?" And that was when she was like, "I didn't play golf, but I can make tortillas." I was like, Carol, she's another one. I'd love to. Listen, after this, if you tell her how I reached out to her, but it's really tough in this. I really appreciate you responded, but I've reached out to hundreds of big names in the golf world, and you're honestly one of the only ones that responded. So if you tell them guys how cool we are, so they could come on our show as well. I'd really, spread the love. Spread the love. Awesome.
Tell them
but I have to bring this up in that video, Raj. I got a kick out of this because I don't hit the ball very long, but I'm pretty accurate.
Yeah.
May goes, this is what May says. She goes, 130 yards, an 8-iron might be too much club. I'm like, that's my 8-iron, May. That is
now
my
I'm
8-iron.
even more. Okay, right now I'm hitting the ball so good. I'm hitting my 8-iron. It's probably my 150, 153 club.
Wow.
We are in Utah, so the elevation is, helps out a little bit, but
that is true.
Not taking the voids. I'm not on tee, but
yeah, what's your height and weight? You're just a little thing. I mean, I
quit.
It's not about,
dude.
Yeah, it's not about size. I know it's about your swing speed and ball contact, but man, I just laughed when I saw that. I said 8-iron is too much club at 130 yards. I said, man, that's my 130 club. But what's your biggest strength on a golf course out there? You tell me your biggest strength, and like we're playing competitive, golf.
I always say like new day, new swing, new problem. So it really depends on the day. But my driver has always been the strongest part of my game. I don't miss fairways rarely. And I'm a long hitter compared to a lot of girls too. So, but my green and regs, my putting, so bad. Everything else, absolute shit.
Yeah,
but driver, I'm good.
Hey, listen, that's very important.
What's your average distance off the tee with the driver?
Again, I'm in Utah, so I get really sad playing in Florida and stuff, but I'm probably hitting like 270 to sometimes 300 on when I'm hitting it really good.
Oh my God.
My biggest problem, like we were talking before, is off the tee. It's so bad. Like my whole golf game would be so much different if I could get off the tee. So
yeah, he's really short game king. This guy, he's not the short game king. We know who the short game king is, but
I can
his short game king is right there.
My golden tool right there is my putter.
Yeah,
but that's where you score though.
That is true.
I can save a lot of strokes and save myself quite a bit with the putter.
Yeah.
Drive for show, putt for dough.
That's the saying. That's the saying. All right. So when you're not filming for content and you're in your cart, do you prefer, or I actually should ask, do you prefer to walk or take a cart?
I'm a cart girl. I'm a passenger princess.
Us too. Sure. All right. Well, I'm not a princess, but we love the carts. I work 60 hours a week.
You act like one.
That's debatable.
Well, I'm a fast player too. Like I want to play fast, and with a cart, 100%. I just feel like it's faster.
You move. So on a cart, do you like music or do you just like the silence of the woods and nature?
Music. I always listen to country music on the course. That's like my go-to.
That was the next question. If so, what is your music of choice? So country. All right. Okay. I dig it. All right. So if you could change one rule in the game of golf, what would it be?
Being in a divot in the middle of a fairway and you can't move it. 100%. I actually did that last week. I played in my very first competitive tournament in 7 years last week, and I bombed my best drive of the day, and it was in a divot.
And you were like, oh, yeah, for me, it's between that and the white stake rule. I mean, especially amateur golfers, the game of golf is so hard. I don't see the problem of taking the distance on the out of bounds and just drop 2, take 3. Yeah. It's just I don't know.
Pace of play purposes.
It is. Well, that's why you're supposed to take the provisional. But I think, to be honest, I've told Mikey this so many times. I'm in a golf week amateur tour type thing, and we go by all the same rules by the PGA players. Okay, I think we should have slightly of a different rule book than them. Wouldn't you think so?
Yeah, I think so. Like it'd probably speed up the play.
100%.
Sure.
And then how about this? What is one thing they have out there that we don't have? They have spotters. Eyes and spotters, right? So here's your ball right here. Meanwhile, so they have 3 minutes to find. One of our rules is we have 3 minutes to look for your ball. If you can't find your ball in 3 minutes, it's a lost ball or whatever. Like they have 3 minutes too, but they have people finding the ball for them and putting flags down. Like it's such a different. I don't know. There should just be a different rule book. If you listen back to my podcast before, I'm sure you won't, but I've preached that. I said there should definitely be a different rule book, but I don't know. What do I know?
No, I agree. I like it. Yeah, never heard. Yeah, I like it.
All right. I have to ask for my boy Marty. I promised him I would ask her.
Absolutely.
I had told him I would bring this up, and I actually tagged you in this a long time ago, and you liked it in the story. Marty wrote a book. It's an audio book right now called Trouble Off the Tee. Amazing story. It's about a kid, Lincoln Ross, who has it all. Just can't get out of his own fucking way. He's a mess between drugs, girls, gambling. But he goes to University of Kentucky. It's great story. But he's like, try to get some of those people to listen to it. And he actually said, because the reason why he wanted me to mention this to you is he's trying to make it like a Netflix show where he's writing the second book right now. And on the podcast I had of when he was on, I kind of went down of who you would have as characters on the show.
Guess whose name came
one
up?
of the names for the goody good girl next door, because there's some like, if you listen to it, don't listen to it around children. It's definitely, some shit. It's a great story though, it really is. But we named you as, he named you to be like I forgot, was it Lucy or one of the girls next door? But he's like, Mei Brennan would be perfect because she's that girl. Like she was the one that was always trying to get Lincoln to not drink so much. And listen, Lincoln, you got this. Like if you just straighten your shit out. And now that I'm like getting to know you, I do see it. I see it. So I think you should listen to the book so you'll kind of have an idea of what we're talking about here. It's called
possible TV role.
It's called Trouble Off the Tee, and he said his goal is to he wants Jake Adams from Country. Actually, he's the one that narrated it, Jake Adams, and he's like he would like him in it as a character. He kind of would like to go with like the whole social media theme with like social, I think he mentioned Carol of being in it. Maybe you mentioned Carol. But I think he has something here. So you listen to the book with your connections,
Did you
never
ever
know
think about doing? I know you did like the TV show, but did you ever think about doing any other like acting or anything like that?
No, I haven't really put much thought into it, but I'm honored that you guys.
Well, what he wants is people to be able to. Everybody in the book they're golfers. His friends, the females, are all golfers. The 3 girls he meets down at Hilton Head are from Brown University, all D1 golfers. So if he does a show, he wants it to be very genuine with their swing and that they actually know, what they're doing out there. So I kind of get where he's going with it. It's pretty cool. It's a cool concept.
Yeah, I'll take a look. Is it just on Audible and stuff?
It's on. Do you have Spotify?
Yeah,
it's on Spotify. It's on. It's called Trouble Off the Tee, and it's audiobook.
Email in the link.
And I'll email you the link. I'll hook you up. We'll get you on board for sure. But it's good. Listen, it's a 4-hour audiobook. I listened to it in a couple days. I have kids, so I can't listen to it around them. But I would drive around the block a couple extra times just to get that extra chapter, and it's one of those kind of books. It's really good. But
get into this game you got cooking.
Yeah. All right. He wants to get into the Open Championship trivia game. Okay. All right. In honor of the Open Championship is coming up this weekend, I thought it would be fun for us to do a little trivia. So these guys have no idea the answers. I'm the only one that knows the answers. I'm going to go around the horn. You're each going to answer a question, and we're going to just see who gets the most questions. No prize. There's no prize. It's all for, more for bragging rights. Yeah. But we'll start with Mei, of course. Question 1, Mei. What year was the first Open Championship? A, 1863, B, 1866, C, 1860, or D, 1861?
First of all, those years are so close.
I know. That's the whole point. Come on, man.
I'm going to say 1861.
Okay. That was Mei. All right. I'm going to go over all the answers after. Mikey.
Okay.
Just give him the years.
All right. Now, Mikey, where was the first Open Championship? A, the old course at St. Andrew. B, Prestwick. C, Royal St. George's. or D, Royal Portrush?
St. Andrew.
Okay.
I know no golf history whatsoever.
This is why this was fun. I don't think anybody. I think it's going to be a very low percentage. To be honest, when I saw the answer,
Low percentage.
all right, 3.
Thanks, bro.
Roger? How many courses have been used and rotated for the Open over the years? A11, B14, C16, or D17?
14. B.
All right, Roger.
You said that very confidently. You're like,
I think he knows something. I think he was looking at the answer.
No, my phone's over here. My phone goes on do not disturb.
All right, May. What was the largest margin of victory in an Open? A10, B12, C13, or D20?
Ooh.
I think 13.
Okay.
That's big.
Okay. Mikey, what is the record for the most Open victories? Oh, A? I'm sorry. He's like, I ain't guessing unless there's multiple choice. A6, B7, C4, or D5?
7.
Mike. All right, here's a little bonus question. See if you guys all know. You'll know. I never heard of this guy. Who holds that record?
Man, I was just looking.
Carnoustie.
Harry Vardon. I never heard of him.
Well,
Harry Vardon. Okay.
it was probably from 1863.
Very well could have been. All right. Number 6. Old Tom Morris. This is for Raj.
All right.
6. Old Tom Morris was the oldest Open winner in Open history.
Sounds like a used car salesman.
It was in 1867. What age was Tom when he won? A44, B46, C56, or D60? The oldest.
What year was
He's
it?
the oldest. It was in 1867.
I'm going to say 46.
All right. Raj.
That's old back then.
It was.
So. You're right. You're right. All right, May. What age was the youngest winner? A16, B17, C19, or D20?
I think 17.
17. All right, B. Gotcha. All right, Mikey. At what year did the tournament return to Royal Portrush? A 2004, B 2011, C 2017, or D 2019? Pretty recent, so you could have a shot here.
2014.
There was no two. There was 2004, 2011, 2017, and 2017.
17.
All right.
Make
Mike.
your own rules, man.
All right. Raj,
what do you got?
At what year was the Claret Jug first introduced to the Open Championship?
I don't know. What years do I get to pick from?
12.
Right, no, let's listen. Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. I lost my track here. A, 1863, B, 1867, C, 1872, or D, 1873?
1863.
All right, Raj says A. All right, 2 more. May, the 2020 Open Championship was canceled due to the coronavirus. How many other Opens were canceled over the years other than 2020? A6, B9, C12, D14.
Wow, those are high numbers. I thought
Yeah.
it was less.
There's an explanation when we go over the answers. It's actually understandable because it was so. Think about how long ago in the year. There's a lot that went on in those years.
Yeah, wars and shit.
I would say 6.
Okay. All right. Last question, Mike.
Or is that it?
No, there's one more. All right, Mike. How many players were in the field at the first ever Open in 1860? A8, B12, C19, or D33?
B.
Mike says B. I don't think people did very good on this, guys. I'm sorry.
Nah.
We're gonna go over. All right, May for the first.
Let's see how you did.
Because you're looking at the answers, bro.
I'm not looking. No, I'm not.
No, they were. I covered them.
I was trying to
All
give
right.
you the last one.
What year was the first Open Championship? May said D, 1861. It was A, 1863. So that's wrong.
Oh.
Sorry, May.
Okay.
All right. Mikey said for where was the first Open Championship? He said the old course. It was not at the old course. It was at B, Prestwick. So that's 0 for 2.
Oh,
Raj.
The one I said so confidently.
3 with B. How many courses have been used and rotated for the Open over the years? Roger said 14. And it was 14. Bingo. Roger's got 1. All right. What was the largest margin of victory in the Open? May said 13. C. The answer is C. Good job, May.
Oh, yay. I knew it, actually. I didn't even guess.
All right, Mikey, for the most Open victories, he said 7. B, it is actually A6. He was 1 off. He said 7. So that's wrong.
We got a couple right there.
All right, Old Tom Morris, Raj, was the oldest Open winner in Open history. He said he was 46. And bingo. Raj, did you look at this?
No, I swear.
Raj said, yes, he did.
No,
yes, he did.
I straight up guessed.
I'm horrible.
Okay.
I'm horrible at golf history.
You ask me any other sports history, I'm pretty good.
Wow, we have a competition here, guys, because you know what, May? At what age was the youngest winner? She nailed it.
Boom.
She nailed it. B, 17. So we're two for May, 2 for Raj, and a goose egg for my
have
boy
to go
Mikey.
to the showcase showdown.
No whammies. No whammies. No whammies. Stop.
All right. At what year did the tournament return to Royal Portrush? Mikey said C, 2017.
Continue that over.
Yes, sir. It was D, 2019. So that's wrong.
See?
Man.
All right, Raj.
I got one wrong here.
What year was a claret jug first introduced to the Open Championship? Raj said A. It is you got it one wrong. Okay, so it's C. 1872, not 1863. Raj.
Jeez,
Gave it a
Raj.
So there's an explanation of this. This is weird too. There's a little history between some of this, but I'll explain it after. I want to see who won first. 10. This was May. The 2020 Open Championship was canceled due to the coronavirus. How many other Opens were canceled over the years? Unfortunately, May, you were wrong on this one. This one is crazy. It is 12 Opens were canceled.
That's wild.
So
Wow.
in 1915 to 2019, that was 5 years for World War I. 1940 to 1945, 6 years for World War II. This is the craziest one for me. Ready? They did not have an Open in 1871 because there was no trophy. They had no trophy. They just didn't have a trophy.
So they didn't do an Open at all because of no trophy.
There was no trophy.
Wow.
They previously had something called a challenge belt, I guess. But they did not have the claret jug until 1872, which is just crazy. Wow. I don't know. It's really weird. But I don't know why they wouldn't have an event still. Like, I would say, who cares about the trophy? Let's still compete, all right?
Right.
But, yeah, they completely canceled the event in 1871. No trophy, no event.
That's nuts.
Mikey, the last one really doesn't matter.
Nope.
Because he didn't get any right, but he was wrong anyways. He went for the offer. It was actually only 8 players were in the first ever Open, not 12, which is pretty crazy. Wow. Pretty crazy how far golf has come. Really, since the first Open, isn't it?
See that? We could be talking about the pitch putt puff.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's us. That's me and the crew on a Sunday.
All right, May. Well, listen, I can't thank you enough for coming on the podcast,
playing this game,
and you guys, listen. You're gonna go out. I did not have a tiebreaker ready for you guys, so. We'll go with this. We'll go with this.
Rock, paper, scissors.
This episode is going to drop on Tuesday. Give me. We'll go with a tiebreaker. Who gets the closest to the winner? Who give me the winner for the Open, Raj.
Oh man, I don't even know. Give me DeChambeau.
All right, one of the people's favorites now. May, who are you going with for the Open?
I'm gonna go for Rory.
Rory, you think he's finally due? All right. All right, coming back with vengeance after his choke. All right.
He has to.
Mikey, who do you have?
Scheffler.
Yeah, Chef, you think he's going to come back?
Yeah.
Scotty is going to just dominate.
Yeah.
I got Scotty as well. But it matters for you two because of the tiebreaker. So whoever finishes closest to the top between you two wins wins the prize of nothing.
I'm going to post it on Instagram.
All right, May, where can I listen, you're bigger than me. I'm sure people can just search your name and they'll find you, but tell my listeners who you are and where they can find you on the IG, YouTube. Tell them everything.
Yeah, find me at MEIOO00 and then just my name on YouTube.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Awesome.
Let's go.
Yeah. Awesome, May. Well, I always close my episodes out with my guests. I really appreciate you tuning in. I really appreciate all the support from my listeners. I would not do this without you. With that said, we'll see you all next week for another episode of the Upstate Golf Guys Podcast.
518 to the